Hello guys, it's Chris from the DAXtrader.co.uk, and today I'm going to be answering a question that was posted on YouTube, and that was by Rice, and it was to ask the following question. Could you do a video for us on how to set up Sierra chart, please? And I'm glad you've said the rest of that, because you've also said just some basics like finding the correct DAX signal, setting it up. So hopefully this will help you today. What you'll need is to have your Sierra charts already set, as in installed, so it's open. And I'm going to have to assume that you do, well, I'll have to do two different versions of this. One where you do have a Eurex feed and one that you don't have a Eurex feed. Okay, it doesn't matter whether you do or you don't. I can show you for both of them how to get a chart and get it all set up for you. All right, so most importantly, your Sierra chart installation might look different to mine, and that would be specifically this control bar here at the top. Now, if you want my control bar set up, then I can send you the files that you'll need to do that, but you'll need to contact me in order to do it. So you can either get me on Telegram or email or leave a message on this, and I can say how to get in contact with me, but I'll send you the files over Telegram, so you'll need to probably contact me there. All right, so open up the Sierra charts, and what we'll need to do then is open the symbol, the DAX symbol. So I'll show you how to do that. You click on File and just simply find the symbol, and that will give you a whole bunch of options and different markets on the left-hand side. Now, if you haven't already set up your Sierra charts, as in you're brand new to Sierra, you're going to need to make sure that you have your data trade service settings. Now, if you go into that global settings, data trade service, I just at the moment use the simple Sierra charts data feed with a Eurex feed plugged into that. I don't trade from Sierra. I trade from my futures account or my CFD account or spread betting account and keep it all separate. I don't trade from Sierra. If you want to do that, then that's a different video altogether. We'll leave that one aside for now. But in order to get the Sierra data or the just basic CFD data, I just use the standard one that's here. Okay, and you can plug in your CQG feed or whatever else you've got if you want to do that at a different time. Okay, so once that's set up, we're going to find the symbol. So File, Find Symbol, and we're going to look for the DAX. And we're going to search that down here, and then click Find Next. And it'll give us all the different instances where the DAX appears inside all of these symbols that we have available here. The first one is under this, which is F. I think actually there might have been one before that, but yeah, under CFD. I must have been clicked on a different option. So the first one comes up under CFDs, which is the GER30, German DAX Index for CFDs. If you're a CFD trader, that's the one to go for. If you are a futures trader, you're probably looking for either FDAX or FDXM, which is the FDAX Mini. Okay, so you can continue, just find next and it'll get the next one. So you've got FDIV, which is the DivDAX futures. You've got F2MX, which is the MDAX futures. Don't trade those. It should all come under the same Eurex feed, but I don't trade them. FDAX, which I do use, and click next. You've got Tech DAX, which I don't use, and then press next, and you've got Mini DAX, which is the main one that I do use. All right, so press the plus icon next to that, and it will give you the contract options that you can do. Now, we're currently in September 2018, so this contract has now expired. It rolled over on Friday, so this is the December contract we're now using. So I'm going to open that one up on an intraday chart. Okay, so I have a Eurex feed, and that's where this data is coming from at the moment. And the chart that it's opened up, if we look over here on the left, is the TMZ18, which is the December contract for the FDAX Mini. And it's on a 1 minute chart. Okay, and the data that it's showing us here is there's another 30 seconds or so before that candle closes, and that will update every tick. And at the moment, it's pretty quiet, so the ticks are not updating. Okay. So I will open one of those up. I'll also open up an FDAX and show you can have as many as you like. Let's just click on Find Previous. There's the FDAX, December contract. And again, I mean, I clicked on intraday chart before. Even if you click on historical chart, it will give you the data for that. And it opens up by default a daily chart. Okay. We can change this. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Now I've just tiled the two screens together. I've got a hotkey that does that for me, which is Alt and R, or you can just click Window, Tile as Grid. All right. You can set up your shortcut and your hotkeys and things under the global settings, and I believe customize keyboard shortcuts. But that's a different thing altogether. All right. And that's under Window. I think I did that here. And then tile it as a grid, and you set up what command you want, and Bob's your uncle. Okay. So that's those two. So I've got two futures ones at the moment, and I may as well just open one other symbol, which will be the CFD version of the DAX. So let's just go and search for that again. There it is. And we'll open that up on a, well, for some reason this isn't loading on intraday, so I'll just load it up as a historical. Must be feeling neglected because I don't use it as much. And we'll close that window. So we've got three charts now. I'll just tile those. FDAX Mini, FDAX Full, and the CFD. All right. Now you can see there's a price difference, and it's quite significant at the moment between the futures and the CFD. These two should be relatively similar. But because this is fractional, it's sometimes slightly different on the FDAX Mini. It's fractional of the FDAX. Because this is a €5 per point contract. That's €25 per point contract. So there might be more of these. In fact, there are always more of these trading. If we just turn the DOM on, well, actually right now, it's not a huge amount of volume that we can see on the DOM. There we go. That's better. Just zoom out. You can see more. Whereas on the full FDAX, there's not a huge amount on the order book in comparison. That's just going to catch up. There we go. I'll tell you why that's doing that. Maybe just update that to this. Live broadcasting. There we go. Trying to get you the numbers because it's all in the individual tick values. There you go. Okay. And of course, we're on a daily chart. That's why it's so compressed like that. So I think what we need to do really is show you how to change the time frame. So if we start with a daily chart, let's take the FDAX one over here on the right hand side. Sierra Charts has got a really nice feature in that you can type onto the chart. So for example, and you can choose pretty much any combination of time frame that you like. So I'll give you an example. If you wanted the 60-minute time frame, just click on the chart, type the numbers 60 followed by a lowercase m, press enter, and you've got a 60-minute chart, and it will load up that data. If you want a 5-minute chart, 5m. Okay. If you want a 1-minute chart, 1m. If you want a 30-second chart, 30s. If you want a 5-second chart, 5s. 1-second chart, 1s, and you know, you're getting the hang of this. Yeah. So you can pretty much go down to any increment that you really want, and it's incredibly powerful that way, although very noisy. I don't think I would be wanting to trade on the 1-second chart, but it can allow you macro granularity compared to the majority of standard trading platforms or charting platforms. Another way you can change the time frame is to press F5. And you'll notice that that little section in there on this main settings tab, right in the middle, you've got these numbers here. That's days, minutes, seconds. All right, so if you want to change it to a 15-second chart, you could change it there. It turns it to 15 seconds. Press F5 again. If you want to turn it to a 60-minute chart, turn that to 0. Put that on 60. I don't think I've ever done this, but I wonder if you could do a combination of both. So let's just go with 5 minutes and 20 seconds. It will allow you to do a 5 minutes and 20-second chart. All right. So you can choose pretty much any combination that you want. Now you can see that the dome on the FDAX is a little easier to read because we're on a bit more of a sensible time frame. Anyways, so that is the FDAX. If you then also wanted to change the symbol, you can do that too. So you can just say, for example, you only had one chart open and it was this one and it was a 15-minute chart and you're on FDAX at the moment, but you want to change it to GER 30, then in capital letters, so I've got my finger on shift, GER 30, and it will load up GER 30 for you. Notice how the dome is useless because it's CFD data. So they pretty much make up whatever they want because they're brokers and they do that. And if you wanted to go to the FDXM version, which is the mini DAX futures, which is this one over here, you'll need to type in the code of TMZ18. TMZ18. And it will load that up for you. All right, and all I'm doing is pressing enter at the end. Okay, so quick recap. All I've done is I started with no charts whatsoever, and you then can choose one of three. You're either going to choose the CFD version of DAX, you're going to choose the mini DAX version, or the full FDAX contract. Showed you how to turn on and turn off the trading dome, and that's assuming that you have a Eurex feed. If you don't have a Eurex feed, then this won't work. You will only be able to view historical charts, and they're normally a delay of about 15 minutes, I think. So they won't help you actively get up-to-date information. But a Eurex feed isn't that expensive, and if you're trading the DAX, and you'll probably have one anyway, and if you're serious about trading the DAX, you're going to go and get one probably. So I recommend you do that. If you're trading on CFD, you don't need the Eurex feed, and you'll just need to use the GER 30 tag on Sierra charts, and it will give you much the same data that you'll get with IG or FXCM or whatever other broker that you're using. It'll be their feed probably, or very, very similar to it at least. Okay. Same level of granularity on the time frame as we saw on FDAX just a moment ago. You can choose any combination that you want. So you can choose the 23-minute time frame if you want, or the, whatever else. I've actually just completely ruined Christmas there. That didn't work. There we go, 23-minute time frame, or the 71-minute time frame. I don't know, whatever funky numbers you want to do. You can do whatever you like. Fibonacci numbers, combinations of seconds and minutes, whatever you like. Go and check out Euro USD and then come back to the DAX. So you just type in Euro USD and it will bring that up for you. And you just click on the chart and type the symbol that you want and the time frame that you want. Okay, Bryce, so hopefully that helped you. That got you to a stage where you are able to basically find out how to set up the DAX. So it's providing you with the very, very basics, and finding the symbol, like the correct DAX, setting it up, getting it all sorted. Hopefully that's ticked off all of the things that you've asked for there. And well, thank you very much for commenting on the video. Let us know if that did answer the question for you, and I'll see you again in the next one. All right, guys, so thank you for watching the video, and thank you for supporting me. If you want to come find out any more information, then you can come back to the website. Please do subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all the future videos, and there's some other videos for you to check out down here at the bottom as well. I look forward to speaking with some of you on Telegram, but otherwise have a great trading session, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.